Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Fans can't stomach Savannah Chrisley anymore. Why? Chrisley Knows Best fans can't stomach Savannah Chrisley any longer. They are struggling to empathize with her, but have lost the ability. So what is the problem with Savannah, and can she get back her following, or is it lost for good? Keep reading for more details on what's wrong with Savannah. Fans are done with Savannah Chrisley. Savannah Chrisley became a presence in the reality world with her family on Chrisley Knows Best. They were quirky and entertaining with patriarch Todd Chrisley saying and doing the most outlandish things. He could get a rise from his kids, wife, and his mother, Nanny Faye. Yet he also made viewers at home laugh at his crazy ideas and extreme bluntness. They often had viewers in hysterics with the way they operated, and it worked for many seasons, even spawning a spinoff for his kids, Chase and Savannah Chrisley. However, in 2022, Todd and his wife, Julie Chrisley, were sentenced to a total of 19 years in prison. Savannah stepped up and became the guardian of her youngest siblings, Grayson and Chloe. She has been candid about the struggles and missing her parents, but she has also talked about prison reform. More so, Savannah is determined to find a way to get her parents released. Her passion is great, but has it turned people off? On her podcast, Unlocked, she gives updates on Todd and Julie. Though Savannah Chrisley remains determined and optimistic, it has become too much for her fans. A Reddit thread was started to discuss how insufferable she has become. The OP wrote this: "I have a new perspective of Sassy's whining and complaining. I am so sick and tired of acting like the world is ending, and that she's never going to see her parents again. My father died unexpectedly a few weeks before Christmas." They added they didn't get to say goodbye and do not have the luxury of visits and phone calls as Savannah does. Savannah needs to practice gratitude for what she does have, even if it's not ideal. A touch tone deaf. Other listeners completely agreed that Savannah Chrisley had become too much. Some had also lost their parents, so to be able to have some communication was a luxury. It seems that the followers really want Savannah to be grateful and appreciative. Yes, she does not have her parents around 24/7, but she knows that they are alive, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. Others have not been so lucky, and that is the message they are sending to her. Savannah Chrisley used to be America's Southern sweetheart. With her perky charm, pageant smile, and quick wit, she won over fans as the golden girl of Chrisley Knows Best. But in recent months, the tide has turned, and not gently. A vocal wave of former fans has taken to social media to declare that they had enough of Savannah. They're done. Finished. Over it. So what happened? How did the once-adored daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley become one of the most polarizing reality TV personalities of 2025? The shift from sassy to sanctimonious. At first, Savannah's sass was refreshing. She didn't mind calling out her family, especially her dad, for their nonsense. She had a sharp tongue and a sharper sense of humor. But now, fans say that sass has evolved into something less endearing, something more self-righteous. Every time she opens her mouth, it's like she's trying to deliver a TED talk. One Reddit user wrote, "Savannah used to be relatable, but now she acts like she's above everyone else." Whether it's on her podcast, interviews, or Instagram lives, Savannah has taken to adopting a preacher's daughter with a cause tone, delivering long-winded monologues about loyalty, faith, forgiveness, and how misunderstood she is. And fans? They're not buying it. Weaponizing the family drama. Another key reason fans are tapping out is how openly, and some say exploitatively, Savannah has leveraged her parents' incarceration. Ever since Todd and Julie were sent to prison for financial crimes, Savannah has practically made a second career out of being their public defender. From Justice for the Chrisleys merch drops to emotional podcast episodes pleading their innocence, Savannah's relentless PR campaign has started to grate on people. She acts like her parents are victims of some kind of witch hunt, one fan tweeted. Meanwhile, they were literally convicted by a jury. Take several seats. The constant flood of free my parents content has also caused fatigue. What once felt like a daughter standing by her family now feels like a reality show plot device dragged out for sympathy. Then there's the hypocrisy, something fans are finding harder and harder to ignore. Savannah often touts herself as a devout Christian, a loyal family woman, and someone who keeps it real. But her actions don't always align. Critics were quick to call her out when she posted a glam bikini shot with a Bible quote in the caption, or when she went on a lavish trip to Cabo, just weeks after tearfully claiming she was struggling to raise her younger brother and niece alone. She wants to be seen as this self-sacrificing matriarch, but then she's in Dubai with influencers the next week. One follower commented, "You can't play the martyr card and the jet-setter card." The perceived disconnect between Savannah's words and actions has made fans skeptical, and in some cases, outright resentful. The boyfriend backlash. Let's not forget the Robert Shiver situation. Savannah's new relationship with the former college football player and ex-husband of a woman arrested for attempting to have him murdered raised eyebrows from the moment it went public. Some fans were initially supportive, hoping Savannah had found love after heartbreak. But it wasn't long before things started to feel off. Critics have noted that Savannah seemed almost too eager to publicize the romance. From soft focus couple photos to tabloid interviews discussing how God brought them together, fans started to feel like they were watching a publicity stunt, not a genuine relationship. And when Savannah began shading Robert's ex-wife online, things took a dark turn. "She's poking a hornet's nest and calling it love," said one YouTube commentator. "It's giving narcissist energy." Many fans feel like the relationship is less about romance and more about headlines, and they're over it. Oversaturation and overexposure. There's also a simple but brutal truth. People are just tired of seeing Savannah everywhere. Her podcast, her TV interviews, her Instagram stories, her vague wellness brand, her merch line, her never-ending explanations. The Chrisley daughter has saturated her own market, and fans feel like they can't escape her curated, inspirational content, even when they try. "She has main character syndrome," said one TikTok creator. "It's always me, me. Her struggle, her pain, her truth. Everyone else is just a supporting cast member." That constant spotlight has had the opposite effect of what she likely intended. Rather than building empathy, it's created exhaustion. And for many fans, that's the final straw. Fans miss the old Savannah. Ultimately, what seems to be driving the backlash isn't just one issue. It's the accumulation of many, all pointing to one thing. Savannah Chrisley is no longer the girl fans fell in love with. She used to be funny, flawed, and authentic. Now she feels calculated. Fans once rooted for her when she stood up to her father or opened up about her mental health. But now they say she's hiding behind inspirational quotes and perfectly staged videos, delivering a version of herself that feels hollow. "She used to feel real," wrote one longtime fan in a Facebook group. Now she feels like a character she's playing for likes. Can she win them back? All hope isn't lost for Savannah. Even her harshest critics admit that she's been through a lot, losing her parents to prison, taking on guardianship of her siblings, and dealing with public scrutiny. There's sympathy. But sympathy is fragile, especially when it feels exploited. What fans want isn't another polished podcast episode or tearful Instagram reel. They want honesty, vulnerability, a moment of humility where Savannah steps out of the spotlight and just exists without trying to spin the narrative. Until then, many fans are hitting unfollow. "I used to cheer for her," one commenter wrote. "Now I scroll past her like an ad I've seen too many times." In the ever-turning world of reality TV, stars rise and fall at the whim of public perception. Right now, Savannah Chrisley is learning the hard way. Even a pretty smile and a famous name won't save you from becoming your own worst brand.